gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to Board Game The Game Show presents It's Quiz Time. It's quiz time. This is our weekly, but largely picture-based game show quiz thing we're about to do. I did not advertise a ton for this one, so I'm just hoping people find it. So we're probably going to start just a couple of minutes rather than promptly on time, as we often are. Once again, we're going to start up in just a couple of minutes. If you want to jump in the game, let me show you how you do it. Let me bring it up here on the screen. On your phone, on your device, wherever you have, go to crowd.live, enter the code SMNGO, SMINGO. And that is how you get into the game. Once again, we're going to start up probably about 5 minutes or so because people need to find us this week because we did just a terrible job of telling people we were doing this. Normally, remember, we come here every week, 8 p.m. on Friday. This week, scheduling conflicts again. So here we are on Saturday. We will be back at 8 p.m. on Friday next week, I assure you. Normally, this would be when we do Jackbox Pajama Party, but Rocky's out of town. So I'm doing this for a little while. It's a 10-question game tonight. If you're out there, feel free to say, hey, I can see everybody. I can respond to your comments, which is always wonderful. Remember, if you want to jump in the game, if you look at the bottom of the screen, if you're a tech person, which I'm not, but you very well may be, there's that QR code. You can scan that if you want. But if you're more like me, go to any web-based device, any browser-based device, put in crowd.live, and do the code SMNGO. SMNGO will get you in the game. Welcome, Gil. Welcome to the game. Give me a second. Everything's locking up my computer here. I don't know. It saw your name. And then it went, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's Gilhova. And now everything's moving real slow. So give me just a second, and I will put your information on the screen. Well, not all of your information. I'll put this up there. Hey, we are going to go. Give us just a couple of minutes, and we're going to start up. I don't think it's so much your fault in as much as that the computer was shocked to see you, and it doesn't know how to act. I think it's that simple. It's not more sophisticated, or it could be my fault and maybe I should have restarted before I started streaming. We'll never know. We'll never know. Once again, folks, we're going to begin our competition in just a moment. And by a moment, I mean about 3 minutes. If you want to jump in, go to any browser-based device, put in the code SMNGO. SMNGO is how you get in. We have 8 players in the game. We're going to start up once again at about 5 after because I started real late. That's my fault. I didn't tell anybody we're here, but you found me, and that's awesome. Yep, Formal Ferret in the house as Days of Plunder notices. Nyobari, yep, the computer does in fact know how to behave. Let me put something on the screen. I put it up here each and every time I do something. Let me edit it real quick because we do not have a top prize tonight. Tonight we're playing for funsies, which normally we play for a prize. We'll be back to a prize next week, but I did not have a sponsor this week, and we're playing a shortened game. We're playing a 10-question game. So, there you go, Let me put that out there. Remember, if you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about it. And if you really like it, you can tip me at coffee.com/Bruce Vogue. We're going to start this up in just a minute. We'll keep that ticker scrolling at the bottom. My fiance just said, is that the real Gilhova? Yes. Yes, it is. You may be able to tell it is, in fact, him. You can tell by the bow tie. If you ever say, is that the real Gilhova? The fake Gilhova doesn't wear a bow tie like that. Gil, of course, noting he can tell you he's a Gilhova, not the Gilhova. But I already told you, how you can identify it is if you take a look right there is the bow tie. The bow tie is how you can do it. If you see a fake Gilhova, the one that you need to point out of the crowd, if 2 Gilhovas show up and you must shoot one of them to save the world, what you need to look for is the bow tie. That's the real one. We're going to start this competition in just a moment. Let me take a look at the clock again. Clock tells me it is 8:05. So I think we're going to jump in. Once again, here's what I'm going to remind you. I do every one of these games. There is a lag between wherever you are and you see me, and here. So please, watch your phones. Your phones are the scorekeeper. Your phones are the referee. Your phones are the ultimate arbiter at the end of the game. So remember, watch them, not me. Watch the phone. But I talk. I'm fun. You're going to get some things here. Very first question of the night we're about to jump into. So brace yourselves. Wait a minute. Well, the real Gilhova doesn't wear a bow tie either. But If you have two of these ferrets and you must decide which one you believe to be the spirit of the Gilhova, go with the one with the bow tie. Assume that's the real one. We're about to jump in. Let's start the game tonight. It's a real weird one tonight, so brace yourselves. Only 10 questions tonight. Once again, 10 questions, no prizes. So this is essentially an exhibition match. Let's begin. Here we go. 10, 8, because the thing forgets there's a 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Question number 1, how much does that cost on eBay? Is that $1,500, $15,000, $150,000, or $1.5 million? I'm going to give you some more information about it in a moment, but those are your 4 different values. It's eBay, y'all, so brace yourselves. Let's take a look and see how you answered. One guess at 1,500, 75% of the room going 15,000, one for 150,000, nobody for 1.5 million. So the one thing that could have helped you, but I didn't have time to tell you, I had time, I forgot to, is it's by an artist by the name of Mr. Brainwash. And this is Mr. Brainwash's sort of answer to the beginning of the pandemic. So there you go. With that information, let's give you the right answer. It is, in fact, $15,000. 75% of you getting it right. It's eBay. Man, you never know what's going to happen. It could be anything could go on there because eBay. But a lot of you getting it right. Good sense for that it was worth more than 1,500, but not quite 150,000. Let's show you the rankings. Jamie's leading the game with 86. Alex B at 82. Hot Chip at 81. Niobari at 81. Gil at 81, point off of third place. Pete Dish at 59. Tom and Malika both joining the game. Don't worry, you got 9 more questions left and a lot of time to shine. The faster you answer, the more points it's worth. Remember, watch your phones. That is where everything happens. We're going to jump into question number 2. We have another auction question because I love them. They're so silly. So here is your question. How much did this absolute unit sell for? $4,900, $49,000, $490,000, or $4.9 million? Look at that absolute unit there. That boy. How much did that boy sell for? Let's see how you guessed. No guesses of 4,900, 3 guesses of 49,000, 7 guesses of 490,000, no guesses of 4.9 million. Yes, it is a sheep that is the highest ever selling for $490,000. His name's Double Diamond, and even within the community that would buy this animal, they think it is ridiculous. It is an absurd amount of money to pay. But that's where we are. Let's take a look at the numbers. Niobari leading with $1, tied with Gil at $1.66. Remember, the whole time you are waiting to guess, your clock is ticking down, and we have a tie. 1 point off Hot Chip. 166, 165. Alex B at 160. Jamie at 153. Flip Florian at 62. Pete Dish at 59. Tom at 38. And Malika and Drew's days, don't worry. There's still 8 questions left in the game. There's plenty of time, and there are no prizes. So even if you don't do well, hey, what's going to happen? But it's only 10 questions, so we're going to have a fast game tonight. Niobari noting that he spots a flip. Yes, indeed you do. That Flip Flory. We have the Gilhova and the Flip Flory. Brace yourselves. As we move into question number 3. Who drove that car? Tom Petty, Richard Petty, Kyle Petty, or Dale Earnhardt? Once again, is that Tom Petty, Richard Petty, Kyle Petty, or Dale Earnhardt? I don't know if you can stare at the picture. I did everything I could to try and make sure you couldn't just pull a driver off of the car. So it's a weird game, but it's not a tough one tonight. Let's take a look. Let me first give you that. 64% of the people guessing Dale Earnhardt, and I hit the wrong button. It is, in fact, Dale Earnhardt. The Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt there. As a note of your other Pettys, Tom Petty played music. Kyle and Richard Petty were both drivers. Richard Petty, maybe, I don't know if the most decorated driver of all time, but certainly one of the most famous drivers in the history of NASCAR, one Mr. Kyle Petty, driving the STP car back in his day. But number 3 belongs to the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt. Let's take a look. Let's see how that works. Niobari at 260. Gil at 251, 9 points off. Alex B, 10 points off of second. Jamie at 239, 2 points off from getting into third. We've got Hot Chip, Pete Dish, Tom, and Flip Flory in the hundreds. Malika Drewsdy's Quiz 10 and Flirty Teach. Yeah, I said that, right? Flirty Teach Joining the game, thank you so much. Welcome to the game. It is a 10-question game tonight. We're 3 down, 7 remaining. Oh, okay, wait a minute. We have a quick note here. I met Richard Petty once. I'm excited as you provide more details to share them with anyone that's watching. As you know, wherever you're watching, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or my personal Facebook, I can see all of your comments and I can sort of move them around as need be. So, hey, wherever you are, thank you so much for joining us. We're moving on to question number 4 in tonight's game. When was this made? 1922, 1924, 1926, or 1928? That is a relatively famous cartoon. Looks to be a slightly cleaned up version, but I assume you understand we're talking about the original. Once again, 1922, 1924, 1926, or 1928. Jennifer Har, welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thanks for coming out, giving it a try, checking it out. So let's take a look and see what your answers were. 18% of the room says 1922. 64% of the room says 24. 2 guesses for 1926. No guesses for 1928. The correct answer, Steamboat Willie, came out in 1928. I checked that against multiple sources because I also thought it was earlier, but 1928. And this cartoon is the reason that American copyright law is in such terrible shape. Look it up, you'll find out. As we take a look, that changes nothing in the scores. And more from Nayabari about meeting one Richard Petty. I was at work. I work in an automotive company. We passed each other in a hallway. I got howdy. The person I was walking with had no idea who he was. That seems about right. Petty was always known for like wearing a cowboy hat and being like a Southern gentleman type, but in hopefully the nice way. And you're the first person I know that's ever met him. So yeah, I guess that is the nice way. We're going to move on to question number 5 because question number 4 did not go well. 1928 for Steamboat Willie. Here we go. Who is that? Is that Dua Lipa, Ariana Grande, Sia, or Cardi B? You're looking at a person there. She's slightly blurry in the larger forms, but who is that? Is that Dua Lipa, Ariana Grande, Sia, or Cardi B? And she's on the cover of her newest album, which is, and I say this as an old man, a banger. Let's take a look. 91% of the room guessing Dua Lipa, 1 guess of Sia, that would be the Sia without all of the fake hair in front of her face. And that, of course, is Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, the correct answer. Having just put out a brand new album, I want to say 2 or 3 of her songs are in the top 20 on the Hot 100 right now. Dua Lipa, let's take a look. Nayabari leading the game at 349. Alex B and Gil tied at 323 apiece. Tough to do in this game because that clock just keeps ticking your score away. 315 for Jamie, Hot Chip, Peep Dish in the 200s. Tom, Flip Floyd, Quiz 10, less than that. And it's speeding by now, so I don't have time to tell you all the scores, but you know where you are. You can see it on your screen. You've got it taken care of. In this game, we're 5 questions down, 5 questions to go. We are halfway done. But still a lot of game left, Drew Stees and Flirty Teach. A lot of game left. Don't worry, time to get in. Mystic Skull, welcome. Here we go, question number 6. What is this called? Is that the girl with the blue headscarf, the girl with the long hair, the girl with the brown coat, or the girl with the pearl earring? A famous painting. Which of those is it? Is it the girl with the blue headscarf, the girl with the long hair, the girl with the brown coat, or the girl with the pearl earring? And let's see here. Let's take a look. Christina, as usual, I lose, but I'm trying. That's all we expect, and there's no prize tonight. We're just here having fun. 91% of the room, once again, going the girl with the pearl earring. Of course, you are right, the girl with the pearl earring. I throw some of these in just to see if I can throw somebody off. And it looks like one person. I claimed one person with my blue headscarf answer. My hope was that you would see the girl and just click. And I think that's probably how I got one. Let's take a look. Let's see what that does to the scores. Now, Barry leading with 429, Gil at 414, Jamie at 401, Alex B, Peep Dish, and whoever is in 6 are holding the 300s down. Still a lot of game left. 100 points a question. 4 questions remaining. 400 more points available. Let's get to question number 7. Whose album is this? Is that Pink Floyd, Drake, Kanye West, or Journey? Once again, is that Pink Floyd, Drake, Kanye West, or Journey? You are looking at, according to Billboard, I believe the number 22 best album cover of all time as of a little while ago. Are you looking at Pink Floyd, Drake, Kanye West, or Journey? A note here. I don't see the dragon tattoo. That's why I didn't put it up there. Oh, Hot Chip and Peep Dish got married yesterday. Congratulations. If you're out there, feel free to, this is all I can do is give you a round of applause. I hope it doesn't seem sarcastic. I don't mean it to be, but when you're one person in a room clapping, it's hard not to sound sarcastic, but I don't mean it. Congratulations. And thank you so much for popping by here the day after. Congrats. If prize will be, I take down Gil. Good luck. Good luck with that. Let's take a look and see kind of what the numbers were here. 2 guesses for Pink Floyd, 4 for Drake, 5 for Kanye West, 1 guess of Journey. So it looks like this one is all over the board. Jumping over to Days of Plunder again. You're very welcome. So let's take a look. The correct answer on this one is Drake. If you're reading this, It's Too Late was the mixtape that started Drake's career and arguably made him the rapper of like the 2010s-ish. That whole period that Drake has owned since about the mid-2000s all the way to now. This was what kicked it off. If you're reading this, It's Too Late was what started that. So let's see what that did to the scores. Nyabari leading with 505. Gil at 493. Hot on his heels. Jamie at 401. Alex B at 323. We are starting to get some space in between everybody, but still, question 8, 9, and 10 left. 3 questions left in the game. Let's take a look here. This is the best honeymoon you can get right now. That might be true. I've played a lot of weddings, and you can't get me to play a wedding for free. Donald Dennis showing up tonight. Hello. Thank you for popping by. Man, I know, right? That had Kanye West's avant-garde aesthetic. Yes, that is exactly why I picked it. I looked through the top 50 album covers of all time, and there was the Kanye West My Dark Fantasy cover, and then I saw this, and I was like, it looks like a Kanye West cover. I'm going to go for it. That and video/board games. I get it. I get it. Hey, buddy. Hey, Natasha. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. We got 4 questions left in the game, so let's get to the next one. Here's question number 8 in tonight's game. Where is this? Is it Colombia, Italy, Brazil, or Mexico? Once again, where is that? Is that Colombia, Italy, Brazil, or Mexico? You have 4 different locations. This one's pretty famous. I feel like this is just a way to build up some speed points. But let's take a look. 1 person guessing Italy, the rest of the house going for Brazil. Brazil is the correct answer on that one. Question from Natasha. Can we answer here? Absolutely, Natasha. Here's what you do. If you look at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to do this. I know everybody else is like, you're 2 questions away. Why are you stopping? We're going to stop for a second. We're going to do that. Okay. So if you take a look right there, it says to play, go to crowd.live and enter the code SMNGO. On any web-based device like your phone or a tablet, go to crowd.live and enter the code SMNGO, and you will be in the game. It's a 10-question game tonight, so you only got 2 questions left, but if you want in, go there. No, follow the link at the bottom of the poll. Oh, thank you. Yep, Dodo Airlines. Yep. Figured it was time to rock it out. So let's pull back and go to the game. But if you want in, once again, go to crowd.live, put in the code SMNGO, and you will be in that game. Give me 1 second. The program's acting real weird. Good, I'm glad you're in. What are we doing? What are we doing? We might just continue the game in this ratio because it is acting real weird. Okay, there we go. We're going to head into question number, there we go. I'm in. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for the note at the Dodo Airlines shirt. And Donald Dennis noting the thing at the whole bottom here. If you like, subscribe, and share, please. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to tip me at coffee.com. Thank you, Donald, for pointing that out to everyone. Here we go. Let's go to question number 9 of 10 questions. When did this happen? 1944, 1948, 1952, or 1956? When did that happen? 44, 48, 52, or 56? You've got just a couple more seconds left. That is a very famous picture. Dewey defeats Truman being held up by immediate President Harry Truman. Let's take a look. Let's see what your guesses are. All over the board. 3 guesses of 44, 29% of the room going for 48, 21% of the room going for 52, 29% of the room going for 56. So very close, almost as close as we could possibly be. Gil thinks he's going to get this one wrong. Nyabari knows that he's misclicked. Let's see. It is 1948. Dewey defeats Truman. This was from the Chicago Daily Tribune, which you might not be able to see because it's so small on your phone. The Chicago Daily Tribune 1948 was when this came out. And let's take a look how that affects the scores. Nayabari leading with 597. Gil with 583, a 14-point game at the top. Alex B with 500. Remember, every question's worth 100, Alex. You are still in this competition, and there is no prize, so you do not really need to worry. So there we are. Just one more question in the game. Natasha, welcome. Let's just take a look here. Pam, welcome to the game. Thanks so much for checking it out. Flirty Teach, still playing. Drew's D's, Natasha. This is your final question of the game. This is where it all rests. Remember, we do this every single week, normally on Friday nights at 8 p.m., so normally just one day earlier. Here we go. Final question of the game, number 10. Brace yourselves. Watch your phones. Get ready. Hands on buzzers. Here we go. The guy that replaced Mike Tyson, what's his name? He's on the screen. Is he Ike Tyson, Mr. Sandman, Mr. Dream, or Tyke Myson? That guy right there is the guy who replaced Mike Tyson. What's his name? Is it Ike Tyson, Mr. Sandman, Mr. Dream, or Tyke Myson? If you take a look there, that is the game Punch-Out. Formerly Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but Mike Tyson, the whole license. This wasn't even before Mike Tyson just became a real bad dude. This was Mike Tyson didn't sign up for more, and the contract ran out. So is it Ike Tyson, Mr. Sandman, Mr. Dream, or Tyke Myson? As we take a look. 14% of the room guesses it's Ike Tyson, 36% going for Mr. Sandman, a full 50% guessing Mr. Dream, and my favorite answer, Tyke Myson. None of you took. The correct answer, if you bought a copy of Punch-Out after the Mike Tyson contract ended, it was called Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream. That is Mr. Dream right there, where they just skin colored him into, sure, not Mike Tyson at all. So let's take a look. Let's see who won the game. There's the final question. Here we go. With 687 points, Nayabari is your winner of tonight's game. Gil close at 659, Alex B at 500, and everyone else with slightly less. Flip Flory at 487, almost getting third place. Jamie at 486, 1 point off of Flip Flory. And I thank you so much. Let's change the screen for just a second. Where did my cursor go? The computer is acting very strange, as we discussed when Gil got here, but I don't think it's Gil's fault. But the computer's acting real weird. I know they did an update for this particular program I'm showing you everything on. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for checking this out. Remember, we do this each and every week on Friday night, normally at 8 p.m. Remember, we also have the Winterview, where we interview someone and then we give away prizes at the same time when you get to learn about that person. We do that every Thursday night at 9 p.m. All of this right here on Board Game the Game Show. Please like, subscribe, share, tell everybody you've ever met about it. We certainly appreciate it. Natasha, I try. 8 out of 10 happens. It happens. You're only here for 2 questions. It does start normally right around 8 p.m. on Friday nights. We moved it this week because of a scheduling conflict. Christina, thank you so much. Thanks for checking it out. Natasha, great to see you as well. And for all of you out there, thank you so much for taking the time to come out. Remember, once again, we do it each and every week on Friday nights. We would love to see you. And between now and the next time I see you, if you can, go play something. Have a good night, everybody.